Mike with Big Heart Adventures and Heart Hunts here. Say I'm standing in the same spot where a year ago today I took my first heart shot. Now it's been 60 plus animals, and Africa, Saskatchewan, the Yukon, British Columbia, Missouri, Montana later, and here we are. And what was it all about? Well, it was basically about proving that hunt and release technique is real hunting. It's hunting through and through. The adrenaline's real, the camaraderie's real, the places you see is real, the animals are real, the whole experience is real. And that's what I set out to prove, that it wasn't something that was nowhere near what full harvest hunting is. It is hunting. Okay, so where do we go from here? Well, we proved it up. So I'm a firm believer that if you believe in something, that you got to give it your all. So I stand on this farm, and what's going to happen now is the cows are all going to get leased out. The cows are going to get sold, and from now on, it's going to be hunt and release techniques, heart hunting, to make sure that this is the way that we can bring people in to the sport of hunting, get them exposed. I believe we've only done lip service up till now, and what I mean by that is there's great effort to bring people into the sport of hunting, but once that effort's gone, once that initial education for the people who have not been exposed is gone, there's really nothing out there for it. And let me give you an example. I was born outside of Pittsburgh, raised outside of Pittsburgh, right? And I was lucky enough to have a father that exposed me to firearms and then exposed me to hunting. But we didn't have great places to hunt. We hunted the game lands, and let me tell you, it was back in those days. It was pretty much you went out to enjoy the peace and quiet, because that's all it was, peace and quiet. And we were lucky enough to harvest a few deer over the year, but you know, it was pretty sparse back then. So what I'm saying is there's people all over this country that are in cities, in towns, suburbs, whatever, that they don't have a father, or they have a father, but they're not exposed to guns, right? Nobody's exposed to guns. And I'm not just talking kids, I'm talking older individuals. They just haven't been exposed to firearms, they haven't been exposed to hunting, and it's a daunting task to get into this sport. Even if you go to an event where they're teaching you things, after that it's still hard. There was no places for me to hunt, no private ground for me to get on. Public ground, like I say, was, you know, it was crowded and not a lot of game. So you have to get people exposed, but then you have to have opportunity, and we've lacked an opportunity. And I'll tell you why, because lip service is all we were given. Because what happens when another person joins the ranks of the hunting ranks? It's competition for the limited resources already out there. So who is going to say, oh, I'm going to take you hunting, and then you're another person that's going to be sitting in my secluded spot, right? You're another person, and you see it all the time, right? We introduce this area to people, and it gets overrun, and then we're like, oh, I don't want all these people there. Well, do you want them or do you don't? Okay, that's the thing. Do you want people hunting or you don't? Limited resources, it's kind of tough, and I put no blame anywhere. It's just the way it is. So what is HART? HART is hunt and release technique. It's thinking outside the box, getting people exposed to hunting, but not taking away from that resource. If people just want to hunt, why shouldn't they be able to go out and enjoy hunting without full harvesting? And then maybe someday they do. But you get 10, 15 more people in an area that aren't removing from a resource, and the one person that wants to remove from the resource legally, that's the management, that's the conservation. So we can bring more people into the sport without taking from the resource, right? And by utilizing that resource fully to its full potential. And we're talking high fence, we're talking public land, we're talking private land. You got private land, most of the private land right now would be shut down. Why? Because there's a limited resource. You can't let everybody on, kill all the deer, kill all the elk, right? So we let a few people on, and that translates into a high price paid for that opportunity. But now say you got five opportunities for full harvest. You probably got 30 opportunities for HART. 35 opportunities now. Multiply that by a bunch of private ground, now you've got opportunities. You've got opportunities to get out and hunt. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to full harvest, you're gonna have to HART hunt. But eventually, you'll be able to full harvest somewhere, right? Or maybe you don't want to, maybe you just want to HART. Or maybe you're like, I just want full harvest, and you'll find opportunity to full harvest. But HART got you into it. Hunt and release technique got you into it. So we have to quit the lip service deal. You know, I saw it a lot in agriculture, right? We got to get young individuals into ag. Yeah, it's good lip service, but the fact of the matter was that additional one person is going to be competition for this person over here in leasing ground, buying ground, the resources, the limited resources that it was. Shouldn't be that way, but that's the way it was. Trust me, I know. Again, born outside of Pittsburgh, went to be a cattle rancher and did it. So I know the process. So we need to quit doing lip service on these things. We need to come up with solutions, right? Outside the box solutions. And this HART thing might be hard to grasp, but let me tell you, when I'm showing it to people and we're doing it, there has been one that has said, "Oh, that's dumb." No, they've said that's dumb before we've started. But when the HART shot goes off, or the hunt's over with, and we didn't get a HART shot, but we got the camaraderie, it's real. It's real. So I'm all in on this deal because there's one person out there sitting in a city, in a suburb, and thinking, man, I just want to be out in the wilderness, but I have no opportunity, I have no idea how to get this done. I have no training in this. It's a daunting task. Well, in a couple weeks, I've been saying it over and over again, and it just takes time, but HARThunts.com's coming out, and that's going to be the way. It's going to take time. This is brand new, but I'm in it, and we're going to go through the journey. It's not black and white like this t-shirt. It's gray. It's gray all over. It's never been done. So we're going to go into things and it's not going to be right. And we're going to go into things that's going to be great. Or we're going to keep after it. Because the only way we get more people into the sport of hunting, if we really want more people in the sport of hunting, if you truly say in your heart, I want more people to be able to experience what I experience, then this is one of the ways. Okay, and there's great people out there doing full harvest stuff. I don't need to be doing that. I'm gonna full harvest a little bit here and there, but there's people with a ton of experience out there that can take the full harvest end of it and show you what's going on. I'm taking and showing you how you can get into it and get started. And hunt and release technique, HART hunting, that's where it's gonna be at. For me, I'll be with you, you know, until I can find somebody that's better looking and more articulate in front of this camera. You're stuck with me. And I don't want to be in front of this camera. I don't want to be doing social media. That's not me. But how else do you do it? So you're stuck with me till I find somebody else, or somebody else comes along and we can work together and do it. But I want to be here in front of the camera, bumbling through words, you know. But hopefully I'm going to show you that it's fun. It's super fun. Like I said, a year ago today, stood here, my heart was racing, pumping, adrenaline. Big deer comes in from over there, HART him, he still lives, still out there today. Probably bigger, I haven't seen him yet. We're gonna try to go find him with this new setup. But at the end of the day, I, in my heart, want more people involved in hunting. I'm not scared of people all over the place ruining my hunting. I'm not scared of it because I've been all over this year and I ran into like 5 people. It's not crowded yet. It's not crowded yet. It's crowded in the spots and the time limits within the season. But throughout the year, it's not crowded. So let's spread out the year. Let's spread out the people, bring more people in, and let's go hunting, right? Let's just do it. So you're stuck with me for now. We're gonna HART the hunt, and I ain't giving up on this thing. We're gonna do it. So follow me, tell everybody about it. Don't tell everybody about it. I don't care. I'm gonna be out doing it. Proximo, we're gonna hunt. Heinrich, we're gonna hunt. Anybody else that wants to hunt, you give me a call, you give me an email. You got property, you want me to come out, show you what it's all about, see how I can set your property up. Oh yeah, one more thing, this farm, yeah, we might run a few cows on it just to keep the grass down, whatever. we're going to show you over the next couple years. We're going to show you can turn a farm and add a hard hunting enterprise to your farm. You don't have to get rid of all the cows. I just don't have time right now. You don't have to get rid of the cows. You can run cows and have animals at the same time. I'm going to show you how. We're going to show you how to do it. Show you how you can set up a nice HART enterprise for your operation that will add to it. Will you be able to just have a HART enterprise and make that work on a piece of property? Hey, if you have the right property, I think you can. But most properties are going to benefit with a little more cash flow, utilizing that recreation part of it, got your ag part of it, and when you bring that together, it might be a little more profitable, might be able to stay on the land. And we're going to do that right here, southern Missouri. That's going to be one of the spots. And I don't know where this thing takes us, okay? But every day, I'm going to get up, I'm going to go through the challenges with you. Anybody wants to hard hunt, follow bigheartadventures.com. HARThunts.com's coming out, and hopefully that's going to be the avenue for opening up some more opportunity.